You know when you like
Your song.
when you're in your like 97 Acura 1.6 EL
Bass
with the two 10-inch Clarion subs with the screen with the blue deck, and you turn that bitch up at nighttime, and you're driving home on the 401. Them ones,
It's gonna go
that's
crazy.
one of those joints.
It's gonna go crazy. I appreciate that.
And you know what? More times when you drop a song like that, this is when you put out your summer songs.
I
promise you.
Yeah, true.
Because by the time it travels,
Yeah.
you could ask one of my brethren. Shout out Dippy. He lives like we grew up together.
Yeah.
I told this guy about Taliban
From
from January that year before he even bust that summer, bro. I promise you.
He said, watch this.
Yes, from January I told that guy about that song. I played it in his garage, and you see where that song took off to. Byron Messiah, Taliban.
You're onto something.
You know what? You
He's
have
onto
to and you know what? That's so interesting because as a DJ, I always see these artists drop these summer records in like May or April, but by that time it's kind of too late because you need the time for it to marinate and cook, especially nowadays. Like there's so much music and stuff coming on. You have to figure out a time where it's gonna have the time to have that runway.
It takes a while, yo. As long as it has that right laneway, it takes a while. That's one of those summertime turn-up songs. Yo, made the rappers made the playoffs. You get what I mean? Like, and they're already like placing it right now. That's one of those ones right there, bro.
Listen, man. We and this is all from learning, and this is all from. Sometimes you have to look at where you're trying to go, and then reverse engineer. Okay, so how do we get to December of 2026, and you have to figure out you've got to start it from 2025,
Which is why we dropped SGA in December,
which is very controversial, by the way. Like in the industry I don't know if you guys know, but the industry shuts down in December, like
the last 2 weeks of December and
before
the first
Christmas.
2 weeks of January.
Yeah,
not really.
There's no engineers moving. There's nobody.
No. There's no people placing and all these things, and they're telling you to, unless you are like a tier 1 artist, you're not to release. But we went against that because we're like, we have to find something to put us in a different position and get a different kind of energy. And it's paying off, which is, you know what I mean? But you never know at the time. Everything is a risk until you do it. Because that's the only way you're going to know.
Hold on, but you really think it was that, though? Because I feel like the track would have picked up regardless when you guys put it out.
You know, timing is everything in music, man.
It's hard to,
timing is so...
But you put it out with that in mind, I guess, is a better way to put it?
Yes. You want to say...
No, because I'm telling you, the reason why I know the Taliban reference, because that same album, there's a song on there called California. And my mom had just passed away. And that song blew my mind at that time, yo. Yeah, literally on the gardener crying tears to that song. And Taliban was on that same album. Wow. So I heard it was January 25th that year.
Yeah.
And April, we went to Atlanta, and I was playing it the entire time that we were in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And by July, Caravana Lick, yo, that song was gone. Chris Brown, everybody's doing remixes like
Burna Boy.
But it came out from January.
Yeah.
And people don't even know. They think that stuff just comes out of nowhere. Like it just pops up.
I hate
January is when that guy put that song out, yo.
You need to give these things the runway. You need to give it the time to marinate. You need time for people to understand what they're even hearing because everything gets switched out.
It's so fast,
so quickly.
It's so fast
today. What did they say? Is it 1 million songs they get uploaded to Spotify a week? It's an insane number, and it's like, how do you combat that through content, through memorable music, through putting it out earlier to give it that runway? Because one song that might be hot for 2 weeks, it might not be for the other 2 weeks, the following. So you have to test these things. You know?